Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's episode, episode 5 in our series where the kids are exploring the carnival in the Witchlight campaign. Today we have a really great show. At least it was supposed to be a really great show because the kids are essentially leaving the carnival and they're making their way onward to the next chapter into the Fey world. Unfortunately, I'm kind of post-recording this little message to let you know that the video kind of got, not the video, the audio kind of got screwed up about halfway through. Apparently I had some kind of video playing in the background and I did not even know was there with some audio. So the audio completely overtakes some of the voices at some point. It's annoying, I know. I tried to remove it. I'm not sure I can. So hopefully if you do watch it, you can bear with it. I hope maybe the subtitles will work. If not, well, I apologize. I didn't even know what was happening. So anyway, without further ado, here's today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. Hello. Hi. I don't hear anybody.
Hello.
Is Nemia here today?
Hello. I have no idea.
Hello, Nemia. You around?
Hey, Papa. I can't hear us.
Oh my god, these blueberries haven't been in my freezer too long and they're literally rock solid.
I think we lost Nemia. Just wait a sec.
Looks like she's here. Sounds like she's here.
Nope, we definitely lost her. We'll just wait a minute.
It'll probably take the entire time for my blueberries to defrost.
Yep, here she comes. Hello, Nemia.
Hi.
Hey, everyone's here. Cool. How's everybody?
Good.
All right. So, who remembers what happened last time?
I think
Oh yeah, we
caught
found
the
the Kenku. And then the Kenku is apparently on the same mission as us and it's gonna stay with us.
no. The Kenku was told not to look for her patron, right?
The Kenku, actually,
It can't.
let's go quickly
Kenku
over
can't
the
because
cast of characters.
religious thing or maybe.
So you basically caught Kettlestream, the Kenku, who had been causing all sorts of mischief all over the carnival.
Why?
And turns out that he's just been trying to get the attention of Mr. Light and Mr. Witch. If you remember,
It may
Mr.
have
Light,
something to do with the disappearance of her patron.
he thinks that they either they have something to do with it or they know something and they're not saying anything. And it turns out that your Kenku, I guess he's not your friend, but you caught him.
Our companion.
Your new companion, your Kenku companion, and your, well, actually, it's it's not your friend, but he's your he's a friend of Kronk, the old man who basically hired you to help him find what happened to his patron. He's a warlock who's lost touch with his patron, Zybilna, and he asked you to go to the carnival whilst it's still in town because it doesn't stay for very long, and try and find the entrance to the Fey world to perhaps see what's wrong, come back with some news of the faith of his patron, which happens to be the same one that Kettlestream is also worried about. So you kind of have a similar objective, overall objective in mind. Let's see what else you actually managed to get Kettlestream to give back Candlefoot's voice. And now that Candlefoot is quite happy and he has his voice back, he went and he changed. I think somebody asked him to go and change into something more colorful.
Gollum.
Oh, that.
So he put on a nice, colorful, multi-rainbow color type of dress. I don't have a picture, but you can use your imagination. And he put on a new colorful butterfly color like wings for his costume. He looks much nicer, and he's carrying a basket full of red roses. And he was headed towards. Where was he headed?
The Silver Song Lake.
That's correct. He was headed toward the Silver Song Lake so he can meet up with the love of his life. Apparently, it's this mermaid, Palasha. So that's where we left off.
Yep.
Let's grab
We
the
were
entire
there.
group here. So you're at the Dragonfly rides, and you're
we
headed.
decided to go. Yeah.
Yeah. So you now have a couple of extra members. You still have the 3 fairies following Kronk around.
And us.
And you.
But mostly
You have
Kronk.
Kettlestream and you have Candlefoot. Candlefoot has forgiven Kettlestream for the mischievous conduct. Kettlestream has
And slapped him
apologized. And
Sorry.
as you're walking towards the Silver Song Lake, Kronk was once again stuffing his mouth. And as you pass by the feasting orchard, he's like, "Oh, I don't feel very good."
I step away from him.
I think I have to go sit down. My stomach is gurgly. And you hear in the stomach.
That's some serious gargling.
You will not miss this special moment. You will have to come with us no matter what.
Even if I puke.
No.
Okay.
Perhaps one of you can come sit with me until I feel better. Look
I'm
over
not
here in the feasting orchard. It seems like there's a lot of people sitting down. Oh, look, they have some iced tea, or maybe some warm tea. Would someone like to sit with me?
Nope.
I'll stay. I'll stay.
I can't miss the stove.
I'll sit down. With
Thank you
them.
so much, Quincy. You're a lifesaver.
What?
Also, have prestidigitation just in case.
Okay. So, in that case, the rest of you are going to continue on your way up to the Silver Song Lake, I suppose. Let's do that. So, as you're going over the bridge towards the Silver Song Lake, we'll switch something here.
Why is Candlefoot with us?
Because
I
he's
have
going
a-
to propose.
Yeah.
Should we roll a
Don't know why he's walking
100
with
to
us.
see if she says yes?
Come on, she has to say yes.
I think last time you rolled an 85% chance that she can say yes.
Yeah.
So we
I
will
like-
see.
50 or above is like a yes, and 49 and below is a no.
No! She has to say yes.
I got an 85, so
You
it's
have a
fine.
good point, Phoebe.
So 85. 85 plus what equals 100? I don't know.
85 plus 15 equals 100.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if it's a 15 or lower, then she says no.
Well, as you're getting there, you're passing the gondola swans. They're pretty much right next to each other. You notice that there's a crowd of people that are awaiting this magical moment. Already, word spreads quickly, apparently.
Red was in 3 seconds.
Drum roll.
There's a very light mist that gathers around the banks of this shimmering lake. Near its center, there is a giant bowl. Spectators are lined up along the lakeshore, and everyone is kind of like hushed and kind of just whispering to one another. So the three of you who are there can go ahead and roll for a perception check.
Wait, what?
That's good.
Wait, what
Good.
am I doing?
Gollum, Nemian,
21
Wilbrix.
for Wilbrix.
18.
21 for Wilbrix. 18. And Nemian, perception.
Okay, I have a +1 on perception, and I rolled an 18.
Wow, you're all pretty perceptive. As you enter the grounds around the lake, essentially you have to go to where the gondolas and the swans are to look over at the Silver Song Lake, this big clamshell type thing with this big bowl where supposedly Palasha would be performing tonight. She's not there, and you hear little tidbits of information from the crowd. Apparently, about a half an hour ago, she was singing away and everything was good, and then there were a couple of hecklers in the crowd. And
What are hecklers?
people who don't like the act, and they start cursing at them and telling them that they're bad and go away.
Even if they're actually doing great, they're
Exactly.
just doing it for the fun of seeing people getting upset.
Heck
Exactly.
the hecklers.
But what you notice more so than actually picking up on the fact that this crowd is talking about the hecklers is you look over and you can see a rather worried and somewhat blushing Kettle Stream.
Can I walk over to Kettle Stream and say, what did you do?
And in her broken mimicry, she says, I did nothing. Maybe.
Maybe.
I just tell her seriously, what did you do?
And she starts to blush. You suck. Next act. Go home. Sorry.
Okay, I want to tell Candlefoot. No, what did I just said?
Candlefoot looks over at Kettlestream, and he's just about to throw the flowers at Kettlestream. He's about to throw a big bouquet of flowers at Kettlestream. Is anybody stopping him?
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
That I'm not gonna stop Candlefoot.
Okay, so Candlefoot tosses the bouquet of red flowers at Kettlestream, and they start arguing with one another. And then pretty soon, Kettlestream starts crying. Candlefoot starts crying. I lost her. I got my voice back, and I lost her. Oh no!
Can I ask one of them? I don't really care what happened, and where is Palasha?
Okay, well, actually, one of the little girls who's been waiting along the shore, this little elven girl, she comes up to you and she pulls on your jacket or your clothing. She looks up at you, And she says well, actually, she doesn't look up to you. She looks straight at you because you're the same size as she is. She looks at you and she says, I saw the whole thing. The whole thing. It was disastrous.
What happened?
That bird kept heckling Palasha. Palasha dove into the water and swam downstream past the gondolas.
Oh, come on.
Are you not
I
going in
believe
the
this
water?
kid. I believe this kid, and then I want to tell Candle for
I'm
this.
not going in the water. No matter what you say, I will not go in the water.
I don't think
Yeah, I
it's
know
good
you
for
hate
Gollum either, because you know,
She can get rusty.
machinery in water
Literally.
isn't great.
Meanwhile-
That's actually
Meanwhile, back at the feasting orchard. Gurgle, gurgle. Oh, Quincy. I don't know what I ate, but my stomach feels very, very bad.
too much is what you ate.
The problem is that you ate everything.
I'm
I
gonna say,
did
not my
not.
problem.
You're not there. So quiet.
I say, not my problem. Your fault.
You're not much help.
No, I'm just here to make sure you don't make a mess.
Well, you're at the feasting orchard. There's you look around. There's quite a bit of music being played. There's a really strong scent of flowers, mead, berry pie wafts in the air. There are stilt walkers that are plucking fresh fruit from the tree and offering it to everybody, including a fresh pineapple. And they give it to you, and they start chopping it up. And Kronk, once again, despite having a bad tummy, decides to go and eat. Will you let him
Maybe
eat?
a pineapple will help.
No.
You won't let him eat it? Oh, but it's so good. It looks so juicy.
Nope.
But please.
Nope.
I'm gonna grab the pineapple and eat it.
You're eating it in front of him?
Yeah.
He's pouting.
Oh my! What have you done? How could you do such a thing in front of Gronk?
Soon after, this little bard, this halfling bard, comes along and she starts plucking her lute in front of you and playing for your enjoyment. And she actually, Quincy, you probably roll for intelligence. See if you know who she is, because you work here.
7.
You have no idea who she is.
Wait, can I play along with her with my lyre?
Absolutely, you put on a show, do performance.
Performance.
You have a
25.
plus 25. You have a
25.
plus 24 on performance. You rolled a 1.
So the two of you together perform a very nice medley. When it's over, she introduces herself as
Hello.
Eliwick Tumblestrom at your service. And she looks over at Kronk, who's not feeling very well. And she looks at his ticket. I see you have 1 ticket punch left. Did you enjoy the carnival? Oh, I ate too much, but it was fun. How about you, Quincy?
You know I work here, right?
Oh, that's right. Eliwick says, Quincy, I gave these fine folks the free ticket that they have in their hand.
Oh,
For
that's
I've-
where I know the name from.
That's correct. I have been watching them very closely, and I think they are the right people to pursue a certain challenge. And I see how you've befriended them, and I suggest that you help them in their future endeavors. I do know that you are not happy being here, employed here, correct?
Mm-hmm. Just here to hide away.
Well, you cannot be further hid away than going to Prismere. Prismere? I remember this. That's where we're supposed to go. Oh, Quincy, we're supposed to go to Prismere. We should tell the others. Where is Prismere? Do you know, Quincy?
No? Oh.
It's
Well,
the
that's where you're in
Feywild.
luck, says the little...
Wait, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
My character is from the Feywild, so... Would she know?
Not... well, you would know. You would know of the name, but you do not know where in the carnival to access it. But
Okay.
you've heard of it.
Man.
Okay.
She whispers to Quincy, I suggest you guide your new friends towards Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. Perhaps they have some news for you. If not, visit the Hall of Illusions once again. Till then, ta-ta! She walks away. And as she walks away, she kind of mingles with some crowds. And then you no longer see her. Just where'd she go? She was there a second ago. I think I feel better. Although that pineapple looks really good. Can I just have a little piece? Fine. I suggest we go meet the rest of them. Meanwhile, back at the Silver Song Lake / gondola area. Candlefoot. I must find her. What's that?
Place where I've always dreaded to go.
What do you want to do? She's not there, and Candlefoot is very, very upset. I was going to propose to her. She's not here. I can't swim, and I'm not allowed on the gondolas. I have to. Can you perhaps find her?
I will.
Oh, you're such a sweetheart, Gollum. He gives you a big hug.
I will if I don't have to go into water.
You don't need. You just have to get honest. You know what? Never mind.
I want to tell
Wilbert, you
Candlefoot.
coming? Is Wilbert coming?
Yes, I'm coming.
Okay.
All
But
right.
we have to do this fast.
Why fast?
Because we need to get to the Fey Crossing.
But we didn't know where it is. Says.
No. But we'll need to
as-
figure that out.
Well, let me get you all together for a second here. I forgot you're still not together. All right, so nope, she stays. So Kronk comes along, Quincy comes along. We don't know where the fake crossing is, but I think Quincy knows something.
Well, I met the
We're going to
one
find.
who gave you those tickets there.
We have
She
to find
said-
the mermaid first.
So did he propose? Why is she teary? Did she say no? Oh, she said
No,
no.
she's not here. She's not here.
No, she will. I'm sure she'll say yes, but she's not here. We need to find her. That's the priority right now.
Maybe.
Where'd she
maybe
go?
knows something about the fake crossing.
Oh, she swam downstream.
That's when you look
Okay.
over and you see enormous swans gliding through the water. One of them pulls up and empties of its current passengers.
Should we get on?
Why not?
I wish I actually had wings.
I have my flying boots.
Yes, you have
The
flying
cost-
boots.
The cost of the ride is 1 ticket punch, and luckily, lo and behold, you've each got 1 ticket punch left,
Except for
Let's do it.
Wellbricks. Except for
except
Wellbricks.
for Wellbricks.
Oh, come on.
I'll just give Wellbricks my ticket because I'm not going anywhere.
What? Not
I'm
needed.
not
So
going
not needed. I couldn't stay behind.
Who's staying behind?
I could stay behind.
I
One
don't
of us
want-
is gonna stay behind.
Is Nemia staying behind?
Yeah, I'll stay behind.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So Gollum, you're going?
I give Nemia a gold piece for that.
Okay, so Gollum and Kronk are gonna board the gondola. What about
No, I'm-
Quincy?
Demia gave Wellbricks.
She
her
goes
ticket.
on board.
Yeah, I gave Wellbricks my ticket because I don't want to go on the Swans and Wellbricks does.
Okay, so Wellbricks, you going?
Yes.
All right, so that's it. You've all maxed your tickets. Everyone, and now the question is, will Quincy stay behind with Nemia, or will Quincy go ahead with the other 3?
Oh, I'll go ahead.
Okay.
Excellent. So Nemia stays behind. No, Nemia, you stay out of trouble, you hear? I don't want to come back and have any more trouble.
Bye.
Leave one fairy on Nemia.
Okay, so you board one of the gondolas that is being pulled by a swan. The swans are huge, gigantical. The swan turns around and introduces herself as, "My name is Featherine. Please hop on board. Watch your step. Hold on carefully. Here we go." And she starts slowly swimming downstream. What's your names?
I'm
I'm
Wellbricks.
Chicken Nuggets.
Oh,
That's wrong.
I thought it was Chicken McNugget.
Not Chicken McNugget, just Chicken Nugget this time.
What's the Nemia doing, by the way?
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna set up a street performing thing. Okay, I'm gonna just go perform, make people happy again.
Roll performance.
Okay, I have a performance, okay, +1. And I roll a 19.
Ooh, roll a d4.
Okay. Roll the 3.
Oh, you get some happy faces.
Yay, happy.
Meanwhile, while Nemia is performing and doing whatever tricks and whatnot, the rest of you are still on the gondola. The gondola, or the ride itself, it goes all around the entire perimeter
Jeez.
of the whole carnival. So you start over here, and you go all the way around. Look at that. It's a very lengthy ride.
It's gonna take a while.
It's going to take a while, which means that Nemia can continue performing, and we'll check back with Nemia in a minute.
What's the goose's name again? The
My
swan's
name is Feathermere. Feathermere.
Feathermere?
What are you doing today? She asks you. She's very curious. She starts swimming backwards. So she's looking at you.
I tell her we're not actually fully sure what we're doing next.
We're trying to find a mermaid named Palasha. We still need to find this warlock's patron.
Ba, 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 ba.
named Sub-
Don't forget.
Why are you looking for Palasha?
Candlefoot is
what-
gonna try to propose
Candlefoot
to her.
Prime is going to propose to her, but she's nowhere to be seen now.
What
Yeah.
is propose?
Oh, come on.
Like
Dang.
asking her to
Mate.
marry him, I guess.
Why do people marry?
It's like mating. I tried to talk animal, like it's kind of like mating.
Can we stop that conversation here? Like, can we change the subject?
Yeah.
Kids? I guess. I
Candlefoot is with you. He says, "But I love her," and
Yeah, that's what I mean.
the swan says, "What is love? Does it exist? Can I touch love? Is it something I can buy at the
Okay,
store?"
I just stopped talking to the swan.
Physically touch love, but mentally, I guess.
Anyways, we're trying to find Palasha because the
somebody
Kenku
wants her
kind
there.
of it's a bit of a killjoy.
What's a killjoy?
I also don't know that, so.
I am mixing up.
someone who kills happiness. I guess.
Happiness. Can I buy happiness?
No, you cannot.
No.
Can I
Happiness is a
see
feeling-
happiness?
No, it's a
Happiness?
feeling in your
Feel
brain.
A feeling? She starts scratching her head. I don't feel anything. Am I
Okay.
happy?
This swan has no intelligence or wisdom. I do not say that out loud.
Never mind.
Unless you can like see and sense.
When you said never mind, you don't ignore. When you try to ignore her questions, she turns around and with a big like turn, this wave kind of starts moving around and it hits the side of the gondola. I need everyone to give me a dex save.
Okay, that's weird.
I'm not on that swan.
Not 20.
Wellbricks?
I got a 24 since I rolled a 16 and I have a +8.
All right, you're all fine. You think, and then you hear splash. You look over.
We get
Everyone is in the boat except for Kronk.
I pick him up and put it back in the boat.
The swan is going away too fast, and he's like, I can't catch up! I can't catch up! Help me!
I grab Kronk.
You're too short. You gotta jump in the water.
Well, then I'm not gonna jump.
Can I try and grab him?
Fine.
He's moving away, or the gondola's moving away from Kronk.
Okay, I put on my
It's
ring
fine,
of
I can
swimming. I put on my ring of swimming.
You have a ring of swimming?
Yes, you gave me a ring of swimming.
That's correct. Are you putting it on, or because he said I can't swim?
Yeah, Okay, I put on my ring of swimming, and then I don't really need to hold my breath since I can do it for an hour. And I think that's what this does. And then I go get Kronk, swim back up to the gondola, and stick him in and tell him to hold on.
All right, so Wellbricks dives into the water. It's kind of murky, so you don't see her anymore. Quincy, Gollum, go ahead and roll a perception check. Meanwhile, Nemia, do another performance check.
Okay.
9.
17.
Okay, and Gollum.
And I have a +1.
In
How much, Gollum?
16.
Okay, Gollum, you see these little fins quickly swim towards Wellbricks.
Oh.
What?
Oh no. That's not good.
Dun, dun,
At least I don't think it's
dun,
good.
dun,
Is it Palasha?
Might be Palasha.
It doesn't look like Palasha.
Guys, look! I brought the perfect thing for this occasion.
Wait,
I have no idea what that is.
Are the
It's
fins
a
gray?
shark.
What's that?
Are the fins gray?
You didn't notice it. Only Gollum saw them.
Oh.
Can I point it out to everyone?
Okay. Oh.
Aw.
What is that?
Wellbricks, you swim up to what is that? Oh no! Oh no! She has the miniature. Wellbricks, you swim up to Kronk. You grab onto him. Give me a strength.
Oh, to you too.
Give me a strength roll, because to see if you're strong enough to actually pull him out. He's quite big and small and heavy.
Small and heavy. Not, you're gonna
Nat
say-
20. Nat 20. This camera's weird.
Swim! 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 Do an acrobatics! Athletics! Roll for athletics! Quincy, call him. Are you helping him?
Okay.
I'm gonna refine that
Acrobatics
out.
or athletics? I'm gonna use acrobatics.
It's athletics.
Oh, come on. Then I got on a 20 unnatural. Unnatural 20.
An unnatural 20. Okay, so you make it up to the boat.
That's
Gollum
so good.
and Quincy, you see these fins right behind Wellbricks. They need help being pulled into the boat.
Okay.
Okay.
Can
I'm
I
gonna
pick both of
grab
them
their
up?
arm.
Toss them in the boat.
Okay, so
Can I pick both of them up?
you can pick up one. Gollum, you can pick up one. Choose.
Oh. Huh?
Who do you pick
One
up?
or two?
One at a time.
I pick up Kronk first. 'Cause
Ah!
it's pretty dumb to pick up Wellbergs first.
Roll a strength check.
Yeah, actually, I was born with that.
Mm.
Please stop the music.
Yeah.
Da-na,
Quincy, are you
da-na.
picking up the other one?
19.
Yeah.
Roll for strength.
13.
And you pull them in at the very last second. These little snipping little fish come out. They have huge fins, but tiny little mouths, little pink mouths.
Are
They
like
piranhas?
Picture. I want to see a picture of cute piranhas with giant fins. That sounds amazing.
Yep, those are piranhas.
Yep.
Oh my.
Those do not have little mouths, Ren. They have.
They have little mouths.
They're pretty small.
Yeah, but they're big, big mouths. Big mouths for no. They have big fins with little mouths, and when you have like 50 of them, they count as a big creature. I hate fish. I hate fish. I'm just telling you, I hate fish.
I love fish because I can eat them.
Actually,
I
that sounds
hate
good.
fish.
A little bit of
They're
fish with
wet.
some garlic butter. Pour
Why did
some
I put
honey
it-
on it. I'm hungry.
Why
Can we
did
go
I-
eat some fish?
Why did I bring that
No,
up?
you're not eating.
Oh,
You're not eating for the next hour.
You just almost puked
so
your guts
glad.
out. You are not like an hour ago, but
Nearly,
you are not going.
nearly towards the end of the trip of this little gondola ride.
going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship.
You find yourself coming around the snail racing area, and you see crying over on the edge of the grassy area is Palasha.
Okay.
Wait, they're on land?
What's that?
I say
Wait, Palasha's on
Can I
land?
say
She's half. She got her tail in the water.
Okay.
can I just say, hey what's her name again?
Palasha.
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 Not Palasha, the swan.
Kettle Stream. The
No,
the
the
Pinky?
swan.
Oh, the swan.
Federine.
Featherine. Like feathers.
Can I just say Featherine, can we stop right here? Because I think I see Palasha.
Oh, okay, I suppose so. So she
Thank
pushes.
you.
She pulls up, and you see crying.
You're doing Kronk's voice.
What? Who are you?
Is
Hi-
a can?
Hi,
What was you
Palasha.
guys-
We're Candlefoot the Mime's friends.
Candlefoot the no longer mime.
What do you mean no longer mine? He lost
got
his voice.
back.
Really?
No, it was a
Yes,
baby
we
doll
need
that
you-
took it.
We need you
Okay.
to
Come back.
come back because something
Because
special.
there's
is going
there's
to
a
happen.
surprise. We have a surprise for you.
Can you guys explain that it was just some random bird that was yelling that, and we don't know why, but blah blah blah.
All right,
Can you guys
so
explain
We're not
that?
gonna lie to her.
roll for
No,
persuasion.
but that is what happened.
Whoever wants to persuade her, go ahead and roll for
I'll
persuasion.
do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah, that's actually a better
You
idea.
need to
Wait,
convince
what's your
her.
persuasion, Quincy?
+7.
Yeah, then you do it.
I'm gonna say like, oh, it was just some random kink. Wait, what are we persuading her? Like to come back or about the Kenku?
You tell me.
I think you should come back. I think that's the better idea.
Hey, we've got a surprise for you. Would you like to come back to the Silver Song Lake?
It's a very pleasant
Oh, and by
surprise,
the
and you'll
way,
love it.
I was yelled
Yeah.
at. They yelled at me. They told me to go home. I was horrible. They didn't like my voice.
Oh, it was the
No,
Kenku that
you're not
Kenku that stole Candlefoot's voice. Don't worry about it.
I'm
You're good.
I'm sorry, says the Kenku. I did
No.
it. Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
I didn't know that the Kanku was coming with us.
Oh, he did.
He's the same as
Uh,
Candlefoot. Candlefoot's also there.
Nat 20.
Wait, Candlefoot's with us?
Is he?
You're Quincy, aren't you? I've
Yeah.
seen you around. You're friends with Candlefoot. You're saying Candlefoot has his voice back? What? Does this have something to do with Candlefoot?
No.
Should I go back?
You should come back.
to perform.
You should come back. Candlefoot has a surprise for you.
No.
She looks suddenly very, very excited, and she just dives into the water and she swims off.
Come on, Featherine, let's
The
go.
Federine's like, but I was taking a nap.
Eh,
Let me take
To
a
Silver
nap.
Song Lake.
no one's nice to Featherine.
Featherine, let's go.
All right, so Federine starts going towards the Silver Song Lake. Meanwhile, once again, entertaining the crowd. What are you doing? What kind of entertainment are you providing them with?
Basically anything that I can do with illusions. I'm just poofing random stuff everywhere.
Suddenly, as you're doing your illusion, all the crowd just like turns from you and goes towards Silver Song Lake. They're no longer paying attention to you.
Then I'm just like, oh, thank goodness, I was running out of options. Finally, they got back. I could stop distracting the crowd.
You can see Palasha gets back on top of her shell and she starts to perform. And you can see towards the corner of the Silver Song Lake, coming kind of just slowly sailing in, is your friends on top of a gondola. And she starts singing away at the top of her lungs. And she casts these magical spells, and you can see that the water in front of the shell and all throughout the entire Silver Song Lake starts to rise up and form different illusions with fish and other mermaids who pop up, and there's a light show and fireworks, and you can see just gently gliding into the whole scene is Gollum, Wellbricks, Quincy,
You're
Kronk,
not the star of the show.
Kettle
And
Stream,
me. drenched.
And standing
Wait,
at
can
the
I
head.
ask Quincy to presto me to dry me? That'd be very nice.
But standing at the head of the gondola, hanging on to this big gondola, just kind of just like sideways, singing along with Palasha is Candlefoot.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Wow, you really have to make a production out of this.
He whispers into Federine's ear, and Federine just opens up all her wings, and feathers kind of ruffle up, and this beautiful white swan. He leaps on top of Federine. Federine removes the shackles, allowing your gondola to slowly drift to shore, and Federine just swims over with Candlefoot on board, holding onto her neck, and he gets off at the island with the clamshell. They begin singing to one another as Candlefoot drops to one knee and produces a ring. What does she say?
That's please.
She said yes.
I rolled 86%.
Yes.
That means she doesn't say yes.
No, it means no.
It means she says yes, or she doesn't say yes.
Cannot roll for this. She has to say yes no matter what.
Well, listen, she's hesitating right now. She's hesitating. What do you guys want to do?
Can I just start,
Start getting the crowd to chant, say yes,
or just chant Candlefoot?
Persuasion.
Palasha.
I want a group persuasion. If half the group persuades,
Okay.
Okay.
you have to beat
grab
a
something
16.
good.
You have
Get
to
your
beat a
lucky
16.
dice. Get your lucky dice. Get your
Six-
lucky
I got 17.
Okay, that's one. 60 no more.
I got 18.
Two.
Come on, guys.
Wait, what? Do I get it?
It's a persuasion. You got 3 successes. Gollum.
I have a plus one on persuasion, so a non-natural 20.
21.
You guys rise up and you start cheering Candlefoot. Go ahead, Candlefoot. Cheer Candlefoot.
Can I make a giant candle foot?
Oh my goodness. You can make a giant candle, sure.
Yeah, okay.
And she says yes with a flurry of exploding fireworks.
Yeah!
So making me cry. I cried weddings.
I got Frondo back.
Congratulations! You managed to get them together.
Ritzel. Yeah. Can we see what Palasha looks like?
Actually, I think she looks like a
Wow.
She is horrifying.
Really?
Yeah, in a way, actually, I agree with Nemia.
You know what they say? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Wait a minute. Should I put a beholder in here? Do you think I should put a beholder
Oh
here?
no.
No?
Jellyfish.
Yes.
How's she not dead?
congratulations! You managed to do complete one major challenge. I rolled an 86%. That was pretty amazing. She almost said no.
Said, not roll for them. Then if you roll for them, you're just being cruel.
We have to roll for
All right, so a few minutes later, after the big proposal, the big show, Burley comes to see you.
Burley! What are you still? Does he still have the pumpkin on his head?
Yes, he does. I came to get you. It seems Mr. Light and Mr. Witch would like to meet the three of you, the four of you, the five of you. Quincy, good job.
3, 4, then the 5.
Or 6 of you, actually. There's 6 of you, right?
Candlefoot?
No, there's 5 of you. I'm miscounting. I can't count.
There's 5 of them.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
He leads you to the staff area, which, Quincy, you would be probably well acquainted with, since you are staff.
I want to get a fancy. I want to get a fancy business suit for this.
So he takes you to a tangled wall of thorns surrounded by a cluster of wagons, lit by lanterns.
That's weird.
The caverns are barely visible through the thicket, but he kind of waves his hand and somewhat magically these thorns kind of separate, forming an entrance, and you make your way inside the staff area. There is a variety of wagons, and
There's a
there's
big
a
boat.
large water tank for Palasha, which is currently empty. Right this way. As you walk into the area, Quincy, you see somebody you're not too pleased with. Someone you don't really like very much. He's called Taco the Clown.
His name is Taco.
I don't taco.
Like taco, or like the food taco?
Taco the guy
Taco.
that's in the fluffy clothes.
Oh, taco.
Not Taco.
Taco.
Not Taco. Taco.
Anyways, I hate him too.
He looks really weird.
He likes to sit over by Mr. Witch's private caravan, and he watches and guards Mr. Witch while he smokes his pipe with balloon bubbles. Anyway, Brody leads you into one of the wagons. As you step inside, I'm assuming you're all stepping inside, or is someone staying outside?
I'll step inside, but make sure nothing's coming from the outside. Make sure nothing bad's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'll stay. I'll step in.
I'm tired.
Okay, Nimi is going
As you're
to fire.
approaching the wagon, he does first knock on the door. He's going to go knock on the door first.
There's doors?
You can hear there's doors to the wagon. Yeah, you can hear talking from within the wagon. Everyone can do a perception check to see if you can understand what they're talking about. And good. Not good.
I rolled even worse. Wait, do I have
What a golem roll.
what do I do?
Mania has like a +1 or +2 on everything, at
I
least.
have a +1 on everything at least. I don't have a single minus on everyone.
So I think Gollum, what did you roll?
18.
Holy cow! Gollum is very, very perceptive, very attentive. Gollum, you hear the two of them.
I'm tired and I got put into the water and a swan splashed me. So I rolled a 7 plus 1.
Gollum, you hear talking, and you can probably tell the rest of them, of your party members, what you hear. You hear the two voices inside speaking in a very low, grave voice. You need to find a way to calm down. And in a shrilly voice, I'll calm down when the Kenku is gone. She knows nothing. She'll get frustrated soon enough, and she'll be on her way. I hope you're right. Trust me, I'm right.
Mr. Witch and Mr. Lightning too.
I also know which one's which now. And literally, I know which one is which and which one is which.
I assume
You-
the lower voice is Mr. Witch.
Yes.
Seems like
I
the
don't
top
feel like
of
them now.
Gollum, you also hear the conversation quickly turn to the disappearance of Burley's brother. In very hushed tones, you don't quite get what they're saying, but obviously they know something about it. And then you hear them once again switch to other conversations, such as, you know, what to do for their next attraction. Anyway, Burley knocks on the door, and Mr. Witch comes out. Yes, Burley. You brought them. Bring them in. So, Mr. Witch is the one who talks with a very grave voice. Mr. Light is quite excited and talks like this. Very loud and cheery at times, mostly.
Let's see if we can get a. Most likely, yes.
Most
Just like me.
definitely.
Yes.
I'm excited for lots of things.
I see you. He points at Gollum. It seems you did some matchmaking. Is that not true?
Wait, what happened?
Go on, admit it. You did a good job. You made them come back. They're a star attraction. Palasha was so upset. Now she's so happy.
I did, yeah.
Very good. I want to tell you that you and a few others, including you, pointing over to the tiefling, are in for the running of the Monarch for tonight's reward. The crowning of the Witchlight Monarch.
I start clapping a bit.
Wait, can I like nonchalant, like, kind of glance at them and see it? They're like, and see if they have like, if Mr. Witch has pocket watch or something?
Yes, he's constantly fiddling with his pocket watch. Looks at it every couple of minutes, and it's on his hand almost all the time. Occasionally he puts it in his pocket, whereas Mr. Light is twirling his vein as he speaks to you, and he usually keeps it in hand and points it at people as he's talking. But they definitely have them at all times.
Okay. I was thinking about pickpocketing them. But it's too risky. It's too risky.
This is literally one of the only TNT things that, like,
I'm not going
they low amount of fighting. Like,
I'm not gonna verbalize my thoughts right now.
lies.
I'm not gonna verbalize my thoughts, but
Mhm.
I don't like
Verbal.
You all look at Gollum, you get the impression, even though Gollum is usually impressionless, just the way his demeanor, you're pretty sure Gollum is
He
not
starts frowning with his
impressed. Don't forget you have those new teeth. You put them in when you're angry, I guess. You know, Phoebe, if you go to the dollar store, you should buy a set of fake teeth. Okay. So both of them seem to be in a fairly good mood. They just wanted to introduce themselves and welcome you personally to the carnival. And Mr. Lake goes over to Quincy. You've been doing a very good job. I am going to give you a raise.
Thank you.
Keep it up.
Not bringing up the fact that I might quit.
Do you want to ask anything before you leave? They pretty much seem to be done with you.
You know what? I think they are working with the witches and holding the
hat.
special components of people.
The patron.
Like Legrand and Burley. They're
And the
keeping them there, like keeping their most prized.
Possessions.
Whatever.
Well, Kronk comes out and says, Are you here? Someone wants to speak to you. Are you not paying attention to her? I know she's been causing a lot of trouble. This chemistry. And Mr. Witch just quickly turns his head towards him. You know where Kettle Stream is? No.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, we do.
Well, what is it? Do you know or do you not know? Says Mr. Light.
No, he doesn't.
This Kettle Stream has been causing lots of trouble.
I'm gonna say, I believe we caught a quick glimpse of Kettle Stream, but we lost her
Yeah.
in the crowd.
Yes.
Like that.
Again.
Roll for deception.
Go
I
ahead.
assume.
Go ahead.
Rock doesn't know anyone named Kellstream.
22.
He's heard of her, but he doesn't know about her. Don't you, Kronk?
Burley
I
was
got a 22
about
on deception.
Burley was about to say something, and then with Quincy's deception, he kind of zipped up, and he looked at you, and he's like, he's not saying anything. Kind of gives you the thumbs up.
Can I just climb on top of something and just start resting? It's like,
You climb on top of one of the couches, and it's actually Mr. Witch's favorite couch, and he looks over.
not that one, not that. I mean, like on top of a bookshelf or something.
Sure. Would you mind taking your monkey off my shelf, please?
Hi, Monkey Nebia.
No, this Kettle Stream, if you see her, you better tell us because we want to stop the nonsense. We had enough trouble in the carnival this past week.
We'll tell you. We'll tell you whenever we see her. Don't worry.
Very
Yeah.
good.
I'm just stitching up my lips right now.
Is there anything you would like to have ask as our star guests? Anything you'd like, we will provide. Well, to a certain degree.
Okay, so
Here we go. Now Gollum's all words.
Okay, wait. First,
I want to hear. I want to hear what Gollum has to say.
I'm not going to like help them the people this
You're asking me, her, you, not Nebia, Wilfred, Quincy, whatever you're asking.
But can I just quietly say so Mr. Witch and Mr. Light don't hear
Okay.
Want to
So-
avoid that.
With that, they once again thank you, and they give you a free 8-ticket pass again.
Free what? A free what? Sorry, I glitched.
And another ticket with another pass with 8 tickets, 8 punches. And Burley,
we each get one?
yes, Burley ushers you out as Mr. Witch and Mr. Light say, thank you, and says, we will see you at the Monarch Crawling in about 15 minutes. Good luck!
Wait. That's where that
Oh, it's the big top.
is. Okay.
You were at the big top before. It was Mr. Light before me, now it's going to be Mr. Light. Mr. Witch, apparently, Burley tells you, Mr. Witch only comes out at midnight for the crowning. And you see you see Taco the Clown.
Never like this.
I'm gonna stick my tongue out.
Intimidation.
Ooh, can I
Okay.
intimidate him too?
Nat 20. What? Why is my
I
So,
don't know.
he's kind of taken aback, and as he stands up, and as he stands up too quickly, he trips and falls into a bucket of water.
I look the other way.
Just as you guys are just out of sight, just as you're exiting the employee only area, Burley takes off his helmet.
You mean
removes-
his pumpkin?
He removes his jack-o'-lantern helmet, revealing a worried expression. Bad things have been happening at the carnival for a while. People and things have been going missing, including my brother. My bosses know something, I'm sure of it, and they're not telling anyone. I know their hands are tied up somehow in this. You're the first people I've met who have been able to possibly set things straight. You're the only people who's ever been invited to Mr. Witch's, Mr. Light's private quarters like this. Witch and Light
I
are
don't
good.
like them.
No, they are good people, but I think there's forces beyond their control. And I'm not sure, but I have a feeling you may be able to help out.
Oh, good.
We'll find your brother too, by the way.
Chips.
Yes. His brother disappeared some time ago. They're not sure what. He does say that his brother wasn't getting along with much of the crew, and Mr. Light and Mr. Witch did not like his brother. So when his brother left unexpectedly with no notice, it kind of was worrisome. But be warned, I still think of them as good people, and I will not be happy if you harm them. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are still good people.
Okay.
Your brother was onto something. And they wanted him out of the picture. Ever thought about that?
He starts thinking, that is a very good point. I read a book recently that had a plot, and he goes on talking about his book. That's very, very similar.
I need to use the bathroom.
Go ahead. All right, we'll pause for 2 minutes. We'll be right back.
Okay. I'll go get some water.
Okay.
Okay, everyone's back. Perfect timing. All right, so Burley goes on to explain to you that the only way to potentially get them to talk is to take something that they want or that they value. Because Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are quite powerful and they have a lot of control over the entire carnival. However, if you gain some leverage over them, perhaps they'll give you more information and help you out. And he has an idea. He wants to throw an idea out at you. In about 15 minutes time, there will be a big top celebration for the monarch of the carnival. And as you were told, Gollum and Nemia both are in contention for the monarch title tonight. Nemia and Gollum and a few other people, including a halfling who just proposed to his girl somewhere. Apparently he's been yeah, there's a few other people who are in the running for the monarch crown tonight. But Burley suggests the only time that Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are both outside of the staff area is during the crowning of the monarch. And if you were to get hold of something to have leverage over them, that perhaps they might spill the beans and tell you whatever you need to know.
Can I ask you a few more questions?
Sure. You have very limited time, though. In 15 minutes, everyone has to gather at the big top.
Okay. So I have two questions. Question number one is, like, once we get the things, most likely the watch and the cane thing, what do we do with them? Like, do we tell them, we'll give you this back if you tell us some information? Like, what do we do?
That sounds like a very good plan, Wilbrix. Very good. You're a good planner.
I'm gonna say, well, I'm good at pickpocketing.
And you have access to the staff area. Nobody else does.
Okay.
You want to go alone, or should we go with you?
I'm not saying
Well,
that I'm not
if
supposed
they're
to be.
both out, take the watch. I don't know how to get Mr. White's staff or wand
Whatever that thingy is called.
Well, perhaps we should split up. What do you think? Gollum and Nemia should stay for the potential reward and keep Mr. Witch and Mr. Light within their eyes, within their vision. I could perhaps go with Welbrix and check out what you're gonna do, Welbrix.
If possibly Quincy takes a bit longer than expected, then I can maybe stall Mr. Light and Mr. Witch for a little while.
So Quincy will take a look at their caravan. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay, but how are we supposed to get a hold of their light, with their vein and their watch?
Vane, that's what it's called.
He has a couch that he really likes.
I don't think that has anything to do with this, Nemia.
I don't know. I was told that.
Burley suggests that perhaps Palasha, Dilligran, Candlefoot, they're all good people. They might help you. They're all going to participate inside the big top. So if you need help, he said that I could certainly get them to help you.
Yeah, you can meet me right outside the big top once everyone else is inside.
That'll be somewhat difficult as everyone will be performing, but we'll see. All right.
Okay.
So what's the plan, Quincy? Are you're going to? Where are you going? Are you going to the?
I'm not that much of a part of this. I don't even want to go to the monarch.
Quincy,
that
you know that Taco is usually the one to bring the monarch crown in a big chest that he pulls with him. And they all go gather up in the middle of the big top in a little raised stage area. And most of the performers are crowded around Mr. Witch and Mr. Light while they crown the winner.
Alright.
You've seen this before many, many times.
Okay. I'm gonna look for the chest with the crown. Maybe by time.
Alright, well, actually, as you start looking around, you realize that the Taco, who's still all wet, he goes into the one of the caravans. He comes out, steps out with Mr. Witch, and they start walking towards Big Top with the crown in tow, with the chest. Looks like they're already going. I suppose we should all go to the Big Top. What do you think?
Yes. I'm gonna use disguise self and turn into a random NPC.
Okay. All right. In that case, you are all headed towards the Big Top, where the celebration once again begins. And I think Wellbricks was going to wait outside for someone to come and tell you whatever. Is that what the plan was?
I would prefer Burley to come out with the other people who will possibly help us with this.
Okay. So everybody except for Wellbricks is inside. Wellbricks, Candlefoot comes out. I heard you're going to do something tonight. We will help you. The plan is we're going to all crowd around Mr. Witch in celebration of the monarch. We think it's going to be one of you. We're not sure. And then while he's distracted, we don't see Quincy anymore, but we were hoping Quincy can take whatever it is she wants to take.
Yeah, that's the plan. She's actually currently trying to do that.
Okay, when you see Quincy, tell her to do that. See you inside.
Yeah, can I just tell them one more thing?
Sure.
I'm just gonna tell them a little bit about specifically what they're doing is that they can help keep Mr. Light and Mr. Witch occupied and kind of distracted from Quincy doing the pickpocketing.
Okay.
Okay. So the show begins. Once again, various acts start to perform as this time Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are both in attendance. Spectators have taken their seats. You see Dillergron escorting Mr. Witch into the show. Taco stays behind after he delivers the box with the crown, and he goes back to the staff area. Mr. Witch and Dillergron stand on the sidelines next to Candlefoot as Mr. Light gives an opening speech and he welcomes everybody once again.
Okay. Wait,
Candlefoot,
question.
sorry?
Who crowns the monarch?
I was about to say, Candlefoot holds the hatch box, that he takes from within the chest. He pulls it out and it contains the crown. Mr. Witch opens the box, removes the crown. As Mr. Light steps up and he announces, "Welcome everybody! Tonight's winner of the Witchlight Monarch will be decided by my vein. He twirls his vein around, and he sees this magical blue energy kind of start to form in a circle. He's twirling the vein in a circle, and he just whips it around, and you see this electrical, magical like light just blow from the out from the end of the vein, and it glides over the entire crowd, goes around the inside of the big top. Now I'm gonna roll to see who gets to be the crown, the monarch. Actually, hold on.
Can I not?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minus 2. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minus 2. That's 4. This is 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The light twirls around and bounces off of different poles inside of the middle of the big top. It goes right to the top, and then it comes straight down, swoops down, and goes straight towards...
Not me, please.
Not me, please. This will ruin the entire plan.
I'm drum rolling.
Nemia!
Yay! Good.
For all her performance, Nemia, you are awarded the Monarch, the Witchlight Monarch for the event for today. Congratulations. What do you have to say for yourself?
I don't know.
Ow.
Thank you.
While that's happening, they grab onto Nemia and they pull her up in the air and they bring her down. And Quincy, what are you doing?
Wait. Is Mr. Light holding some kind of staff?
He's holding the vein, yes.
Okay.
Do a perception check.
Okay. I'll check. Modified 20.
Okay, so you can see that Mr. Witch has a very rare smile on his face, and he's clapping. And his watch
that means
is
he's not holding his pocket watch.
it's not even in his pocket, it's just dangling on his belt.
Okay. How far away is
I am.
You can get to him because you are disguised and everyone's kind of crowding the middle now.
Okay. Yeah. I'll try and get there. Once I'm like within around 30 feet of him, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand.
I'll have to
try and take
hide behind this so I don't see.
Alright? Do a mage hand with the sleight of hand. You get an advantage.
Okay. 24 and 13, so 24.
Well, Briggs, Gollum, as you look up at Nemia, who's being lifted above the crowd and everyone's cheering, you can see a stranger who you think is Quincy just kind of walks by nonchalantly, and then you can see this watch just kind of levitate and float into Quincy's fingers as she pockets the watch.
Okay.
I'm not a part of
I don't stare.
thievery. I'm not a part of this thievery. I'm just here because I didn't want to be here.
And then I'm gonna go into like a place where I'm not very seen,
Okay.
like where no one can see me, and then I'm gonna transform back.
That's fine. You have the watch.
Myself.
What have you
Make
done?
sure no one's there.
So they only see NPCs stealing the watch.
Actually, no one saw you stealing anything. Everyone's so distracted by Nemia. Nemia, you're given the crown. What's that? Burley sets up some fireworks for distracting everybody. The celebration lasts for another 15 or 20 minutes. and eventually everybody settles down and goes about to pretty much kind of close out the rest of the evening. A few more rides, a few more performances, and you're paraded around the entire area, and later on you are left off in front of the big tower.
What is the preview?
And Burley comes up to you.
Humongous.
The crowd, by the way, after about 20 minutes, it disappears. And Burley tells you the crown goes back into the box after 20 minutes of celebration. I must tell you, Mr. Witch is extremely upset. Apparently somebody stole his watch. Do you know anything about it?
No! Who would do that?
He winks at you like, come on, I know you did it.
I whispered to Burley.
I actually don't know anything. I actually don't know anything about this. I was half asleep when they were talking about the plan. I have no idea what happened.
Wait a minute, you've got the watch?
Who in the party has a bag of holding?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give the watch to Nanya.
No, I'm not gonna take it.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
No, no, put it in the bag of holding.
Put it, like, you can try and put it in my bag, but my bag probably won't let you.
I'll try.
Have a living bag. If you try and put it in there, it'll bite you.
It's a mimic. That's a
Yeah, it's actually a mimic bag. The only one who can. Yeah. Nami is the only one who can talk to it nicely.
Okay. Let's go to floating popcorn. Quiet place. I have floating popcorn. And
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
I'm gonna give the pocket watch to Nanya to put in the bag of holding.
Roll a sleight of hand with a disadvantage.
17 and 20, so 17.
Alright, let's see what this guy can roll.
Who?
Oh, I can't tell you. Let's check this.
It's an evil shady guy that's walking us. Please do not put
Alright.
that in my bag.
You see walking really angrily. You! It's Taco. Look, talking to Quincy. I know you have something to do with this!
What? I don't even know what
What do you mean? Oh! Mr. Witch's pocket watch got stolen?
Can I walk up to him and intimidate him?
Go ahead.
Really told
I make Gollum even more intimidated.
Yes, you have an advantage because Nanya is doing something to your face or whatever. Maybe she's making your false teeth look like fangs. I don't know.
Yay.
Just tell him don't mess with my friends. Just say that.
I'm gonna
A 20.
try and charm him.
Alright, so he starts to back down. I know you have something to do with it, but I'll be back. He walks away.
Oh,
So,
we'll be gone before you come back.
Burley comes over and he says, is Taco bothering you again?
He knows.
Oh boy.
Well,
No, he was.
I'll be out of this carnival soon.
Taco is very nice.
So what's the plan now? Burley's really curious.
I did not take the pocket watch. I'm just gonna go do some random other
Well,
thing.
the only one who
Please
knows
take
what
it. Please take it.
Please,
The mimic bag of holding is probably the only place that's somewhat safe.
Alright, so, Croc says, but we don't know where this fake washing is. Only Mr. Witch and Mr. White know.
That's why I don't want to be a part of this. All I want is to find that lady. That's all I said
They're
I would.
closing the carnival down for the evening. We have to hurry up or we have to leave.
I'll put it in my bag.
I'm gonna say, let's go to the Hall of Illusions.
Okay, let's go there
Okay.
then. All of illusions, we go.
I'm gonna disguise myself again.
This is fun to do that, but seriously, you should not randomly disguise yourself.
Luckily, you have a new set of tickets, and Candlefoot is the one who runs the Hall of Illusions, and he says, "You may enter. Thank you so much for helping me in Palasha. We are so happy."
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
I love this place so much. This is amazing. So creepy. We see the pig-faced lady. Ooh, and the creepy frog.
You remember
Frog.
the pig-faced lady, eh?
Yes, her. She holds a lollipop and she's horrifying and stares at some random person. There's
Can
also
everybody give me a wisdom save?
5.
Why?
wisdom.
14.
I rolled a 16, so I have a +1.
And what the Wilbricks roll? Wilbricks, did you roll for your wisdom save? You're muted.
I got a nat 20.
Alright, so you all pass into the Hall of Illusions, and that's when you look back and you see Quincy. She's laughing hysterically. As she passed by, and unfortunately, she passed by the glass cabinet that contained a mannequin of a grinning, raven-haired young woman in a witch costume with green flowing cape, kind of hovering inside his cabinet. And there's a sign saying, "Tasha the Wizard, known for her hideous laughter." And Quincy, unfortunately, you've been affected by Tasha's hideous laughter.
Eh?
I don't know how long it lasts.
For like 15
Can I just tell Quincy to follow me? Just like, don't go over there.
Oh, where are you building?
1 minute.
Okay.
It lasts for 1 minute,
1 minute.
or, in this case, 5 minutes.
Well, that's annoying.
Yeah, because she's laughing continuously.
It's very funny, actually.
You won't take any damage, but yeah, it's quite. You are now quite affected. So much so that you're causing a scene, and Taco is coming towards you, along with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. And you're laughing so hard
It's me disguised.
that you actually. No one took the watch from you, and you kind of accidentally drop it. As Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are staring at both of you, all of you. What's the meaning of this?
Move away.
Yes, that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm gonna
You can't
take a
talk.
step
You are
out.
laughing hysterically, Quincy. And this is a special situation with this booth. You can't do anything. You're pretty much incapacitated until someone does something to you, or it runs its course.
Can I slam my head into the ground?
Sure,
and
if
deal
that's what you can
damage
do.
to myself?
Meanwhile, while she's slamming her head, laughing into the ground, what's Welbert's Gollum and Nemia
I'm
doing?
trying to take damage here.
I want to get out of the tent. Oh Lord.
You're not
I have nothing to do with this.
Kronk quickly picks up the watch. Now you listen here, Mr. Witch. We have the watch.
What?
We want to know what's going on here. It's not funny, Quincy. Quincy? Can someone stop us from laughing? Gollum! Can you stop her from laughing? Alright, Mr. Witch!
I'm trying to take damage, so I'm gonna like slam my head into like the ground or something.
It's like
That's just like a very good and a very bad idea.
Try and take damage.
And someone just snapped her. Somebody just cut her off.
Mr. Witch worriedly looks over at you, and Mr. Light says, "We have to tell him now. I mean, we have to do something. We can't just stand here and let this happen constantly." You be quiet. We had this under control until she started messing around. And they start arguing with one another. And Mr. Witch goes, "Okay, fine. Have it your way. Give me back my watch, and I'll tell you what you need to know."
tell us what we
I'm
need to
not
know
saying this out
first.
loud. I'm not actually asking this. I'm suggesting this as a player, not as Nemia.
Yes.
What are you gonna say, like, if you back the watch if you after you tell us what's going on?
That's what Gollum just said. So, Mr.
Can I
Miss.
take the watch from Kronk and then I want to slide it over between Mr. Witch, and I want to have my foot kind of on it, and then I'll let go of it when he does.
That's a bad idea.
You
Good.
should have taken the watch.
I know.
So Wilberts has his foot on the watch.
Not on the actual watch. Okay.
On the chain. Okay. So Mr. Witch looks at you rather unamused. You've been nothing but a pain. Just like that Kenku. You're in cahoots with the Kenku, are you not?
What does cahoots mean?
No.
In like.
Can I ask you what cahoots means?
Hey, listen here. There's some funny business going on around here. I know it. I see it. I've heard it. There's people missing. There's kittens missing. His brother's missing. And we're here to see what's going on with this. What's your name? Jabilna? And you both notice that Mr. Witch and Mr. Light kind of are like stunned for a moment. You look at each other. I see you know about Jabilna. Okay. There are forces at work here beyond our control. The wheel of...
No,
Sure.
don't. No,
Go ahead.
He's trying to talk. He's trying to talk.
The wheel of time turns ever on. What's lost is lost. What's gone is gone, and what's done is done. However, I suppose you could potentially be helpful to us. Hand over the watch, and I'll tell you everything and help you on your way.
No.
I make him
Roll for intimidation, Gollum. You wanted to roll for intimidation, so go for it.
Yay!
Can I slide it slightly?
I'm not helping with this. Like, I'm
Alright, so Gollum kind of steps forward a little bit and being a little bit intimidating. Mr. Witch takes 2 steps back. Fine. Have it your way. So, there is some problem within Prismere. We're not sure what's going on, but it has had some ill effects here as well. We have not heard from our patron. She's been gone for quite some time, Zabilna.
So they're working with her too.
Everybody's working. Everybody seems to be working with Zabilna. Who is Zabilna?
Even the Kenku.
The person who we're looking for. You know you're right.
Even the Kenku was working with Sibylla.
I suppose you would like to find Zabilna.
Yeah.
For that, you would need to enter Prismir.
Yeah, that sounds like a okay
We
idea.
know. We know.
We've heard of it.
How do we do that?
That's all we really need for information currently. Creepy music. Hey, could I enter the hall of this thing?
In fact, Mr. Witch says we must enter the Hall of Illusions if you would like to continue.
Okay, that sounds good.
Can someone punch me?
Someone,
Are you still laughing?
Gollum, would you like to take?
I really.
Go ahead and roll for an attack
I just like punching.
on Quincy.
I'll punch him.
Unarmed strike.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't roll a 20. That would be bad.
Is it 19 bad?
No, 19's good. Although Quincy is not. I mean, you have a bit of a welt over your forehead now.
How much damage?
It's non-threatening damage, so it's fine. So, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light ask you to step inside a hall of mirrors. Will you go with them?
Yeah, I really would like to. Yeah, I'll go.
All right. So as Witch and Light move through the Hall of Illusions, their reflections in the mirror show them as gloomy Shatterkai children. Elven Fey children. Shatterkai.
Like
So you see
Elves who serve the Raven Queen.
Yes,
with your
yeah.
own youthful images reflected with them.
I don't look much different.
However, now your own images are soon reflecting your very current age. Mr. Witch addresses you in a very hushed tone. Everything you seek and more lies beyond this mirror. As he points to a very specific mirror hidden towards the back of the Hall of Mirrors. Would you like to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
If you mean to step through, then stand in front of the glass and repeat this rhyme. And he says it very, very low, and he does not look. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light turn their back to the mirror. And they tell you, you must repeat while looking into the mirror one at a time. Hither, thither, here, there, wander yonder, show me where.
Can you repeat that very slowly? so
Wait,
I
wait,
can
wait.
write it down?
I'm writing hither,
Thither.
thither.
Hither. Thither? Thither?
That's not a word.
Hither, thither.
It's past pasta.
Here, there. Hither, here. There.
Hither, thither,
Something-
here and there. Wander yonder, show me where. Hither, thither, here and there.
Hither, thither, here and there.
Hey, hither and thither mean here and there. Wander yonder, show me where.
Where's Gollum?
Yeah, what Gollum? Oh, there
Nope.
she is.
Gollum was sneaking down the floor picking up the watch.
Can I stop laughing?
Yes, you stopped laughing.
Okay.
Who goes first?
That's-
There's Gollum, Wilbrix, Nemia, Quincy, and Croc.
I will admit that is not
Gollum has
an
the-
official rhyming couplet.
Gollum, you go first. So repeat the rhyme while looking into the mirror. You're muted.
Can I ask Mr. Rich and Mr. Light before any of us do this?
Hold on, she's saying it already. Go for it.
Do I have to repeat it?
You have to repeat it.
Thither, here and there, wander yonder, show me where.
That is a weird. Yeah.
Mist swirl in the mirror, blotting out your reflection. And you see Gollum slowly just materialize into nothing but beams of light as she's sucked into the mirror. Next,
Can I ask a question to Mr. Light and Mr. Wick?
quickly.
Can I ask them how do we get back?
It is a one-way trip, unfortunately.
Wait, can I go?
Go for it, say
Okay.
it.
Sounds
Heaven
fine.
desert, here and there, wander yonder, show me where.
We all have to read this.
I think I'm. Yeah, I'll go.
I'll go last.
Okay. Hither, thither, here and there, wander yonder, show me where I am.
Hither, thither, here and there, wander yonder, show me where! Suddenly, Welbrix, you're the only one left as you're asking questions.
So I just quickly ask them this question. And then I say, I face the mirror and I say, hither,
Ah, wait,
here and
Mr.
there.
Witch stops you from saying anything. He says to you, before you go.
They tell me
He
to go.
tells you specifically, mind the rule of 3. Future, present, past. Light says to you, find the alicorn and free the dormant queen at last.
Wait, I need to write this down.
Alicorn.
And Mr. Witch said the rule of 3. Future, present, past.
I wrote that down already.
Free the dormant queen at last.
It's on the screen.
Okay.
And with that, complete the sentence.
Alicorn. I love
Hither,
those.
thither, here and there, wander yonder, show me where.
Find the rule of 3, future, present, past.
I don't think I need to repeat that.
I know, but I'm just memorizing it.
I wrote it down.
Yeah, that's why.
I totally know what to do and how to get back, by the way.
Really, that makes
Thank
sense.
you, Ren. Thank you, Ren, for giving it away.
Oh, by the way, I think the Feywild has like a different sense of time than
Yeah, that's what the future, present, and past think about. Then remember the past. Think about what the carnival could have turned into.
With
and where
that,
it
you are
is.
also sucked in.
I really hate that noise, by the way.
I love it. I'm gonna turn up my sound. Too late.
You are
think I know
suddenly
the
standing at the edge of a raised and broken causeway, a bridge, under a hazy twilight sky. The causeway, which is built from pale stones that glow faintly from within, towers over the surrounding landscape, but large sections of it have crumbled away. The parts that have remained are separated by large gaps where portions have collapsed. A fog-shrouded swamp spreads out below you in all directions, and up from its murk wafts the smell of rotting plants. Also rising from the swamp is the music of nature, a discordant symphony of croaking frogs and singing birds. You are suddenly teleported to an entirely different world. And that
Katie's gonna say, finally, I'm home.
is where
Florida.
we end the session.
That was
You have left the carnival, and you have now entered Prismeer.
Can we take a nap? Can we
You-
take a nap?
We'll eventually get some experience points, and probably it is a good place to take a short rest, and we will resume the adventure
We take
in a
short
few
rest.
weeks as I go take a short rest.
yeah.
Yay.
I will get to play some music with my Sundays open.
You will. For now, bye.
Bye. See you at the end of April-ish.
April-ish.